can go for unsaturated fats, and those are found in oils like vegetable oils, olive oil, avocado nuts, and then in our nuts like groundnuts, cashew nuts, and the likes. So in healthy eating, just like I've mentioned earlier on, it is important to eat from various food groups. We don't want a monotonous diet. We don't want to eat just rice and eba. Some people are comfortable with eating rice all days through the week and as breakfast, or maybe eba as dinner or amala. They're just comfortable with eating maybe spaghetti or indomie and what have you. So it is important for us to incorporate all food groups, because just one food group cannot provide you with the nutrients needed in the body. It is important for us to eat from different food groups. So we've talked about carbohydrates, which is for you to choose complex carbohydrates. For protein, it is important for us to eat protein, because protein is the building mass of the body. And protein, when choosing our protein, I talked about protein of high biological value, so we should choose protein from animal sources. Also, I talked about fats and oil. I said we should reduce the consumption of saturated fats, which are found in cheese, pastries, and pies, every creams and all. So moving forward, it is encouraged that we take a lot of fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables provide a wide range of nutrients to the body. They are very rich in vitamins and minerals. Just like I said earlier on, we need macronutrients in large amounts in the body, while we need micronutrients in little amounts in the body. It means that a very small amount of vitamin and minerals found in vegetable goes a long way in providing nutrients to the body. So the recommended dietary allowance for vegetable per day is 5 servings for adults like us that were seated there. So by 5 servings a day, it means that you have to take 3 servings of vegetable and 2 servings of fruits. So how do you measure it? How do you know what a serving of fruit is or what a serving of vegetable is? So a serving of fruits is about an apple, one medium-sized apple. I know they sell apple, things are expensive now, but then one medium-sized apple, maybe apple they sell for 200 naira, serve as a serving and is okay in a day. So you're taking 2 servings, so you can take one apple and maybe one orange, or maybe that 100 naira size. I'm just trying to make us see the pictorial evidence of it. I don't think there's any fruit that they sell for 15 naira these days. But then when you buy maybe 100 naira of pineapple, it is okay for a serving in a day. It's I don't know, maybe it is going to be feasible for us to start measuring it, cups or measuring scale and all. So um vegetables are very high in fiber, and they help to maintain healthy gut. They help to prevent constipation. That way you'll be able to pass feces very easily. Also, it has been shown, studies have shown that diets that are high in fiber help to reduce the risk of bowel cancer, because there's nothing retained in the stomach. You're able to defecate well, and that. So part of healthy eating too is for us to control the amount of sugar and salt in the body. We know that recently now there's high prevalence of um, high blood pressure and diabetes. Diabetes is on the rise these days, and there is high blood pressure. And what causes this is on Crohn is they usually occur because of uncontrolled intake of salt um, and sugar, or uncontrolled intake of foods generally. So typically when we cook our foods at home, we eat the normal amount of salt that is required in a day, typically, because I don't think any one of us would enjoy a salty meal. We eat the normal, but then the extra salt can come from processed food that we eat unknowingly, or supermarket bought biscuits or snacks that we eat that have extra salt. So it is important for us to check food labels. It is important for us to be able to interpret what the food label means to what we are consuming. All of those hidden salt and sugars are consumed without us knowing. Okay, so also part of healthy living is to get physically active. I know our schedule can be tedious sometimes, and then we say, how do I want to do it? I can't go to the gym, or the gym is far from my house, or maybe the amount they're paying in the gym is too much. How do I factor this in? How do I pay for this and that? But then being physically active does not necessarily require a gym membership. It does not necessarily require you going to the gym. You can be physically active in your house. You can try to maybe in your where you stay, your neighborhood. You can take walks in your neighborhood. If that is not convenient for you, you can do some form of exercises at home. You can dance, you can skip, you can even walk around in your house. All of this help to keep the body in shape, and they help in healthy living. Also, being physically active help to reduce the prevalence of type 2 diabetes, because when you're in shape, the probability that you have excess fat that would require um, insulin not to perform its work in the body is slim, is very, very slim. So being physically active helps to maintain a healthy lifestyle, and helps to um, helps us to be fit. So by physical active, you can do some kinds of brisk walking, you can dance, you can even use the staircase in your house to be physically active, and also you can do some kind of organized sports like basketball, football, running, and what have you. So part of healthy living too is for us to take enough water, getting enough water, and avoid being thirsty. So generally, it is recommended that we take about 3 liters of water in a day. Some people will say, "Ah, how do I consume 3 liters? Is a lot. How do I do this?" But then you can make your water interesting. It can make your water interesting for you to eat. You can put some fruits in your water. You can make fruits flavored water, so that it will encourage you to take the amount of water that you need in a day. Water is very important in the body, because it helps to prevent dehydration. It helps to prevent dehydration, and then there are some signs of dehydration that you can notice.